Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Available. I swear, in 2024, January, the album, Dad AF. Pour some sugar on me. How are you guys doing today? Hey, little thing, let me light your candle, cause mama, I'm so hard to handle now. Yes, I am. Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me down? Hey, this is the what do you call it? The end of the show right here, the finale, okay? Every rose has its thorn. This is where you're like, you got the lighter up in the audience. Yes, what for? For my birthday! My birthday is tomorrow, and I'm so excited. It's my 50th birthday. And right after I get done filming this video, yes, this is the Trisha Paytas video, that it wasn't gonna be, I swear it wasn't gonna be, it was gonna be a Jeffree Star video. I know, but it's not. It's gonna be a Trisha Paytas video, maybe a little bit of Jeffree Star at the beginning. But tomorrow is my birthday, and right after I get done filming this, I am going to be filming my Q&A. God, I got so many questions, you guys, and so many really good questions. A lot of questions I hadn't answered before. But then also a lot of questions that I had answered before, which made me wonder, have you watched my Q&A? No, I'm joking. But anyway, so thank you guys for all of the questions I received over on my Instagram. I really appreciate it. It meant the world to me, and I'm going to be doing that video next. I love watching Q&As. I've always loved watching Q&As. I've always loved doing Q&As. When I started on YouTube, the videos that I wanted to do, like if I could just, you know, like have 3 videos that I do exclusively on my channel, it would be constant Q&As, constant what's in my bag videos, and constant favorite videos. Because those have always been like my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. So anyway, how are you doing today? Are you guys doing well? Well, I'm gonna get I need some lip treatment, okay? First of all, this is like a get ready with me. Are you ready? So I'm gonna go in with my number 2 Twizzler lip balm, okay? You can get it yourself at the Dollar General or the Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna go in with that. I'm gonna just lather it on as thick as I possibly can, because I got a lot to say today. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna go in with this Lunar Beauty Celine lip gloss. People ask me, they're like, what lip gloss is it that you use? I'm like, again, do you watch my videos? Because I've used this lip, I can't speak today. I've used this lip gloss and talked about it in like the last 2 years of videos. So if you do not know the lip gloss that I use, here I will sing a little ditty for you. A little ditty about Jack and Diane. I live in Indiana, so you have to know John Mellencamp, right? Anyway, I was sitting there and I was watching that American crossword show the other day, and it was like, the question was like, who sings this or something like that, and it was, I don't know, but it was something real easy, and it was like M-E down, and it was this long word. I was like, Mellencamp, and the guy didn't know it. I was like, how did you not know that? But anyway, a little ditty, are you ready? When your lips are dry as mine, then it's Lunar Beauty time. Celine. There, now you know, okay? And you can go over to lunarbeauty.com, Manny Mua's, his, his beauty line, and you can purchase that yourself. So anyway, all right, let's get into this video. Before I do, I need to have a little of my coffee today that I am drinking. All right, so in all truth, I was going to make a Jeffree Star video today. And the reason why was that I had noticed that Jeffree Star, here, I'll put it up here somewhere. He had put this, I think he emailed it, and then he put it up on his Jeffree Star Cosmetics website. Y'all like my new hat? I'm trying to kind of break it in. I have so many new hats that I haven't worn, and I always wear the same one. So I'm going to start trying to wear new hats over here so I can kind of break them in a little bit. So new that I actually just took the sticker off. I know the kids leave the sticker on, but I don't. So anyway, I noticed that Jeffree Star, he put up this on his website, and it is the rainbow palette bundle, okay? In honor of Pride Day. And he has quite a few, what do you call it, like Pride Day items over there. I wouldn't say, or Pride Month items. He doesn't necessarily come right out and say, like, you know, like that they're for Pride. But you can tell that they are because he's got, like, they're all like rainbow things. I don't know if you can see. But anyway, he's got the rainbow metal tumbler, the hand mirrors that are rainbow, the donut plushie. I need that. I really do think that I need that. How much is it? Select a size and color. No, I don't think I need that. And then the star plushie. Okay. Oh, those are for dogs. Are those for dogs? Well, I guess that's kind of cute then. But anyway, and then if you go down here at the very bottom, he's got this rainbow palette bundle. Okay. Now, when I saw this at first, I was like, Jeffree Star, like, I just talked about James Charles being desperate yesterday, and I referenced Jeffree Star, but I was like, he is selling 6, is it 7? Hold on a second, 1, 2, 3, I can't count. I ain't got my glasses on, I can't do math. You get 6 palettes, okay, and you get the Banana Fetish palette in there too, which he acts like is all exclusive, that you get it. So you get these 6 palettes, right? And why do I feel like it's 7? It's not 6. Now you get 6 palettes, and the total price is $169. All right. Now I did do the math. I did put my glasses on, and I did the math, and I think it comes to $312. If you 52 times 6 is $312. And so, like, half of that would be, like, $58, or it would be, like, $158. So you are getting a really good deal. You're getting all 6 palettes for half the price. I just think it's interesting, you know, when back in the day, Jeffree Star was literally somebody, I mean, I covered this, you guys, on videos. He would have a palette, it would come out at noon or whatever, and by 3 o'clock, it was, maybe not even 3 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock, it was completely sold out. And I know that we're in tough economic times, I understand that, but you would think as a businessman, especially because his fans think that he's a businessman, that you would be ordering low stock, okay? And this is not like the first, this Banana Fetish palette is not the first palette that hasn't done well. This is like the 4th or 5th palette that hasn't done well, right? And back in the day, I think it was like a year and a half ago, I covered how, like, I think it was on Beautylish, you could see the numbers of how many he ordered and how many he sold, and that it was like this ridiculously low number. And so he's not selling these palettes. Makes me wonder, like, is he trying to get rid of stock or what's going on here, okay? Because it just seems like desperate times. And, you know, a lot of people are speculating that he's going into the yak farming business. Take out the papers and the trash, yakety yak, and don't talk back. Anyway, a lot of people are speculating that he's going into the yak farming business because he has to have another source of income, and exotic meat is very expensive, and so he's going to make a lot of money off that. I don't know how much money one farm would make, but I have to, and maybe it's a lot, I don't know. But I would have to believe that he's made so much money off of he's not a stupid person, you know. Do I think he makes stupid choices and shows his lack of maturity? Absolutely. But as far as, like, having a financial advisor, you know, and calling him up and being like, put my money here, or you put my money wherever you think I have to put it so I never have to work again. No, I think Jeffree Star has probably got his money allocated in many different areas, and he probably won't have to worry about that. But do I think that he's making the kind of income that he was making 2 to 3 years ago? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think that he is, right? And the other thing that's interesting to me is that I went over to his YouTube channel because I just wanted to see, like, you know, we give Jaclyn Hill such a hard time for only posting videos when she comes out with a new product, which is true. It is true, okay? Well, majority of the time it's true. But I went over to Jeffree Star's, and it's pretty true about Jeffree Star, too, you know? It's like, the truth about the Star Yak Ranch, that was him announcing that he was going to be selling this. That was his last one, and that video was 3 weeks ago, you guys. He hasn't posted a video in 3 weeks. And then Trying Valentino and designer makeup, and then before that was the Banana Fetish palette and collection reveal, so they're another business. Then he did the Elf and Dunkin' Donuts makeup. He does a lot of Elf reviews. Why do you think that is? Didn't his, like, anyway, there's a connection there. So then he does, before that, revealing my pink pistol created by Beretta, okay? And then Beauty Killer 2 collection and Ice Crusher palette. That was 3 months ago, right? So within the last 3 months, he has put out 2 new, like, product things, right? so it just goes on. And if you look, it's like every third, every second video is a product launch. And so basically at this point, YouTube is just marketing for him. I think it would be good for him to get back on YouTube and be making some videos to connect with his audience, or I don't think he's going to be selling any makeup down the road, except for the diehard fans that are like, I'll never not buy from Jeffree Star. So anyway, I thought that was very interesting. Okay. Woo! It's hotter than a sinner in church on Sunday, and I ought to know. She's not a Christian! That was a good fan flip, wasn't it? All right, let's talk about Trisha Paytas. So, I was going to do this whole video talking about Jeffree Star today, and then it would have ended at 10 minutes and 54 seconds. Minus my 5-minute bonus, okay? So it would have been a 5-minute intro, or 5-minute video. But anyway, I got on the Twitter. Now, did you guys get on the Twitter? Now listen, okay? Welcome to drama class. That was kind of the preface, okay? That was kind of like the morning announcements, the Jeffree Star stuff. That was just morning announcements. Nobody pays attention, nobody cares, and nobody listens, okay? It's like the principal's like, you know, in the Charlie Peanuts, you know, it's like the Wawas back in the day. Nobody cares about the principal, okay? Nobody cares about all the news and the information that the principal's putting out, and that's kind of like the morning announcements about Jeffree Star. Now, welcome to homeroom, okay? This is drama class. You got your number 2 pencil? Do you got your trapper keeper? Do you got your, what's that called? That one thing that I never use, but you always, your protractor? Why'd you have to have a protractor? I don't know. And what was that thing that looked like a flute, but it wasn't a flute? And then you practiced it like 2 days, but you had to buy the thing? Do you know what I'm talking about? And it came in the, like the rubber container. You know what I'm talking, what was that called back in the day? A recorder. Why did we have to have the recorder? I have to believe, okay, that like fulfilled like the 2 days that we would like go on the thing, and then it sat in the corner of your room for the rest of your life, right? I have to believe that the recorder fulfilled some kind of like musical obligation of our education in elementary school. But I didn't get that, okay? Because I can't, listen, I can't play an instrument, but I can sing a song. Every rose has its thorn. What did I say that I was gonna, you put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You get all kinds of songs over here today. This is like a variety show. I love when people stamp the video and they're like, T starts at 10 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm like, no, the T starts at 0.00. You put your whole body in and you shake it all about. Those are called bitter betties, okay? Listen, Linda, I've had it with you, okay? Listen, Linda. No, listen, Linda. You're a negative Nancy, and if you're just here for the tea, well, thank you for joining us. Okay, I actually was thinking that when, like, school starts again, I might do a giveaway. Don't hold me to this, okay? I might do a giveaway of, like, 2 backpacks for drama class that are filled with all kinds of fun stuff, and I might, like, get a fan and, like, a trapper keeper and a protractor and a recorder. I might, like, buy all that stuff and do a giveaway for drama. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? I think that would be so fun. So anyway, welcome to drama class. You're going to need to take notes because there will be a pop quiz. That's when everybody does that in class. Okay. So I was on the Twitter, okay, studying, making my lesson plan for today. That's what I do for drama classes. I go over to the Twitter and then I make my lesson plan. And I was just, looking at the usual suspects, the Jacqueline, because she always is. She's never happy with nobody on the Twitter, okay? And everybody, I was just reading everybody and seeing what they were saying. And Dustin Daly, I noticed he tweeted out something and he goes, I haven't kept up with the drama. Are the drama channels really being sued? I was like, what is that? What just started? No, we don't need to watch. My phone just started a Jeffree Star video. Oh my God, you're a sinner. Anyway, Dustin Daly's like, are the drama channels getting sued? I was like, girl, no, we ain't getting sued, okay? You put your right foot in. So anyway, but I noticed, okay, when I was over there that Trisha Paytas, she had started tweeting. So let me get into this. Hold on, let me pull Trisha Paytas up here real quick. Trisha Paytas, here she is. She's my first person. You guys want to know who I've looked up? Trisha Paytas, Jeffree Star. Everybody keeps on asking me to look up HRH collection and all this kind of stuff. Boris Snake, girl, I don't care, block me, okay? She's blocked half the drama channels this week. I'm like, what for, okay? Like, don't even nobody talk about you no more, girl. So anyway, and Jaclyn Hill, Gabby Hanna, a couple other people that you don't need to worry about. So anyway, that you don't need to know. You don't need to worry about. But I looked over at Trisha Paytas' and I was like, oh, so she's kind of clapping back at the trolls today. Surprise! Okay, and she actually, Trisha doesn't do this very often. She really doesn't. Oh, by the way, before I get into this Trisha Paytas video, this is a Trisha Paytas video. I will be doing commentary, gossip, and tea, talking about tweets that Trisha Paytas herself put out. I'm just responding and doing commentary on those tweets. I want to make this very clear. This is just my opinion on a public figure, and there is no maliciousness whatsoever, no malicious intent whatsoever meant. And, Trisha, I wish you all the best. Okay, let's get into this video, shall we? Just in case she is choosing to sue us, I just want to make that clear. Okay, so anyway, Trisha posted, and this was 2 hours ago, the Elvis movie gives me chills every time I've seen it. Went for the third time last night, and I just fall into his world. Austin Butler definitely made a name for himself with the acting. I swear I thought they deep faked his face so many times it was uncanny. Okay, so get ready because we're gonna see the Elvis and, you know, Priscilla parodies on Instagram with Trisha. She's already probably telling Moses, well, Trisha will be Elvis, so Moses will have to dress up like Priscilla, okay? Moses never gets the leading role in anything. So we already know he's going to be the Priscilla in this, right? So I saw this and I just was like, okay, big deal, whatever. I saw that there were some comments underneath here. I went and read these comments, you guys, because, oh, this was why. Because I went and I read her next thing. Right, this was, I think, the first tweet I saw of hers was, sometimes the troll comments are just too funny. Like, they used to bother me, but now I'm just like, are you okay? Just gotta laugh, right? I think that was the first tweet that I saw. And so then I was like, what's she talking about? So then I read the Elvis tweets, and I went underneath there and I read the comment thread. And I was like, these are harsh, okay? Now, you know you have problems. I'm just saying this, okay? This is just my opinion. In my opinion, I used to say that back in the day all the time. I used to also say, if what you don't know, if you don't know what you don't know is a lot. I think that's kind of a Janis Joplin quote. So is it's just the same effing day. But anyway, so I read this, I was reading the comments underneath there and I was like, ooh, these are harsh, right? And when, in my opinion, when you tweet out something as just talking about a movie or your day or whatever, and the majority of the comments in your own Twitter thread, I mean, now Gabby Hanna doesn't have this problem because she only allows people that she's approved to follow her comment on her Twitter feed. So her Twitter feed is just all gloriousness, right? But when you go to your Twitter feed and the majority of comments, I mean, I would say 80% are all negative towards you, like that is very conditional to who you are as a person, right? Like that speaks volumes about how the majority of people view you, that they either follow you or they seek you out on Twitter to see what you had to say, and then they leave some horrific negative, I mean, they're nasty comments. They're not nice. They're not nice at all, and y'all need church, okay? You need church, and you need Jesus, okay? And you might need Mother Mary, too. I don't know. I'm not Catholic, so we don't deal with all that, okay? I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person, but when I was growing up, it was kind of like religion for dummies. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about all that, okay? So anyway, I do have this friend of mine, though, and her husband, true story, I didn't even know this was a thing. It's called adoration. Oh, all you Catholics out there are like, how did Peter not know about this? I mean, I just learned about this like a year ago, okay? Once a week, he goes and sits at his church with Mary, like the statue of Mary. It's called adoration. And like 24 hours a day, there's somebody that's sitting there with Mary. I'm very confused. I'm very confused, okay? I have lots of questions about that, of which I've asked him, and he's been very nice to answer. So anyway, but then she goes on, because this person tweets at her and says, seeing it for the third time, read some baby books and take an infant CPR class. Grow up. And she retweets it, okay? And she says, LMAO, because seeing a 2-hour movie means I'm not doing anything else. I can't, okay? Well, the comments, again, are not very nice. And they go in and they question her hoarding. And they question her saying that she was going to clean up this hoarding business and that she hasn't done that. They question her saying, basically, like, her lack of preparedness for being a mother, and that she just is basically, I guess she said, I don't know, allegedly, speculatively, that she has said something, because there was one comment referring to this, so I don't know if it's true or not, that she's just basically said she's going to wing it or whatever. And so people were coming for her, and it's ruthless. And I'm kind of like, at this point, like, I mean, I have followed Trisha Paytas for 5+ years, 6 years on YouTube almost. And she didn't receive those kind of comments, like, back in the day. Sure, she received a few, and there were people that didn't like her. But at this point, she's really, I mean, like, the response that she is getting is, like, 90% negative, 10% favorable. Which means when you look at her overall audience, it's like, I mean, it's not good, you know? And the thing is that I don't think, unless you're constantly causing drama. I mean, she's crossed the line now. Like, it's like she was going up the mountain, and her career was savable, and then she went to the other side, right? And so now, it's like, I think she knows this. Unless she continues the drama, unless she continues the negativity, unless she continues the trolling, her career is going to be pretty non-existent in a couple years. I mean, really it is, right? Because now people are only responding negatively. That's what they're looking for. So if she all of a sudden, you know, like, I don't know that I think that her career is that savable at this point. I mean, she's still getting good views on her asthma channel. I know people think that's so funny when I say it to my friends. I call them asthma videos and stuff. I do like some of them. I do, but not most. I think they're kind of weird. Okay, I was going into the asthma videos and talking about all that, and then I started reading some comments on her tweet, and then I was like, it got a little deep, okay? And I was like, I'm not going there, so I was like, I'm just going to stop the camera and we'll just rewind, okay? So, stenographer, backup notes. Okay, you didn't hear that, jury. You didn't hear that. So anyway, her asthma channel is still doing good. I don't like the asthmers, okay? I just don't. I think they're weird. They scare me, okay? I don't get down with somebody whispering in the camera. I know y'all get 23 million views by scraping crap across the microphone. More power to you. I know people get the goosies and stuff. They love that. I don't, okay? I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? It freaks me out. I don't like it, okay? So anyway, do you, okay? I don't let my husband tickling me with feathers either, but that's just me, okay? I'm sure there are people that love it, and if you do, use my Adam and Eve code. But anyway, so Trisha then, she responds to this, and she says, sometimes the troll comments are just too funny. Like, they used to bother me, but now I'm just like, are you okay? You just gotta laugh, okay? And somebody responds to this and says, are you sure? If they didn't bother you, you wouldn't respond to them. Which I think is interesting, you know? And I think the thing is it's like, troll and hate comments can be harsh. They can be hard. And like I said, like, if you just go read her Twitter if you don't believe me, okay? I mean, they are cruel. They're really harsh. I'm not saying that she didn't do things to warrant that. I'm just saying that they are cruel-hearted, okay? If you took them out of the context of being towards Trisha Paytas and you didn't know who they were about, you'd be like, that's a cruel statement, okay? And there's a lot of people, and this is the other thing, okay? It's not just cruel statements. There's a lot of people calling Trisha out on her alleged, supposed lies, storytellings, things of the past, whatever, okay? So her past is continuing to haunt her. This is where I have said in countless videos, Trisha needs to clear up the wreckage of her past. Trisha needs to take accountability for her actions. If Trisha 6 months or a year ago had started really cleaning up and doing some work and taking accountability for her actions, she wouldn't be in this situation today at all, you know? And I think that people would be a lot more welcoming of her and her family and all this kind of stuff. But she's put herself in this position. She really has. And it's going to hurt her down the road, you know? So anyway, I was really kind of surprised to see those comments. Like, you see it over on the Trisha Land Reddit thread and stuff, but I hadn't read one of her, maybe I did like 2 or 3 videos ago. I don't know. But to continue to see it like on a comment about like, here, I'm going to give you an example, okay? Let me pull this up. So when you go over here to the Elvis movie thread, right? I mean, people are like, I feel sorry for the cinema you attended. The amount of popcorn and soda they must have gone through just for you could affect, I mean, like, that's a cruel statement, okay? Like, that's not necessary, and you need Jesus, okay? And I'm not saying Trisha Paytas hasn't said mean things to people in the past, you know. But when you put out just, like, this nice tweet about, like, hey, I love this Elvis movie, and that's the response you get, I think at that point, when the internet is your business, is where I would sit down with a team of people, maybe image consultants, maybe consult a life coach or a therapist or a counselor if you feel the need to do that, but definitely an image consultant and say, I have really, really screwed up my image and I need help. And that person's gonna say, you have got to take accountability for these immense amount of communities that you've offended, the amount of offensive statements that you've put out there, and you've got to clean some of this up before it's too late if it isn't already. An image consultant's going to tell her that, and they're going to give her ways to do that and whatnot. The thing is, I think we've seen this with Jeffree Star, we've seen this with James Charles, we've seen it with on and on and on. You can't just get in a video and say it and not mean it, okay? The actions have to match what you say, because if they don't, it's just going to happen again later. This was my video that I did about James Charles yesterday, okay? James Charles got in a video and he said, oh, I magically figured out what my problem was. It was that I'm desperate and I realized that Instagram, Snapchat, and whatever else, Twitter, are not dating apps, and that I need to stay out of my DMs as dating apps. Where's he at? Asking people to go to his DMs to be his soulmate, okay? He hasn't learned anything. He said it, and he hasn't learned anything. So if you're going to say it, if you're going to try to rectify yourself, you got to back that up with some action, you know? And there's only a few people out there that, I mean, for me, it's like, I feel like Laura Lee has done that. I feel like Manny has done that. I feel like Tati has done that. I'm still holding out with Shane Dawson, but I do feel like he's been moving in the right direction with that. And so I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with him. But, you know, like Trisha, she could clean this up, but she needs help. And I think that's where ego and pride gets in the way, and you think that you got it all figured out and you know best. So that was that. Then, hold on a second. This is the best of all. Are you ready? So then, Keemstar from Drama Alert, he puts out this tweet, and he says, hey, Trisha Paytas, I'm launching a new podcast, looking for the perfect co-host. And he's kind of been mentioning recently that he is doing this new podcast. And I'm like, well, first of all, I think we know how hard Keemstar goes for Ethan Klein from H3H3, okay? And equally, Ethan Klein goes for Keemstar. It's like this back and forth war. I mean, I don't really know what Twitter would do if it didn't have Ethan Klein and Keemstar coming for each other. I don't know, okay? I mean, and Keemstar is, I mean, these boxing matches, first of all, can we just say what they truly are? I am so tired of seeing Jake Paul talk about these boxing matches. All this is a dick throwing contest, okay? Y'all just throw your dicks out on a table, see who's got the bigger dick, and then that person won the purse, okay? That's all it is. I'm so over this talking about the boxing, and it's so boring, okay? I'm so over it, and don't even come for me because I grew up going to boxing matches with my dad, the Golden Gloves. I know a lot about boxing. I watched boxing matches for a long time. Okay, it's boring, okay? It's boring, boring, boring. And all Jake Paul wants to prove to the world is that he's got the biggest dick. Who cares, okay? Fine, you got the biggest dick, Jake Paul. Who started OnlyFans then, okay? You probably make more money than you would off your boxing and complaining on Twitter all day long. But I would say, okay, that if I had to have one last boxing match of YouTubers, I think Ethan Klein and Keemstar ought to just get in a boxing ring and just have at it, okay? Because they constantly are just lip service, you know? And it's just, to me, it's like, it's kind of like a little bit like high school, honestly. And I know Keemstar thrives off of it. And I think Ethan, to some degree, does too. But it's just like, this is so funny to me. So Trisha Paytas, who was Ethan's co-host on Frenemies, is now being asked by Ethan's biggest enemy, Keemstar, to go and be his co-host on his podcast, which she'll probably do. Which she will probably do, or at least try once or twice, because of course, it would be the perfect way to get back at Ethan Klein. Why wouldn't she? You know what I mean? Unless she's just like, I'm done with all of that. But I thought that was very interesting. So anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. Love and kindness to you all, and I will see you tomorrow on my birthday. Bye.